nurture. That's what women are supposed to do. We're nurturers. We're supposed to take care of people. Everywhere you go now, when there's construction, it's some woman holding up a sign. No walking. No walking. Hold up, dude. I mean, this is the energy that's out here. I don't know how men deal with it. Hello, America. FBI and CIA agents and fellow cult members. Welcome to Culture Club USA. I'm Dubrava. Today's riddle is, as we head into the second part of this combustible calamity, the sharpest knives come out as we rummage the insanity. As tender hens run the gauntlet to be recognized the winner, they find themselves but a course at the Reaper's Sunday dinner. Okay, you asked for it, and I'm gonna give it to you. Grills, Part 2, starring Myron Gaines. Let's dive in.
Would you not hold more value as a high value man, knowing that you can have any girl and you can have that, but not giving in? Would that not make you mentally stronger, physically more manly, that you don't give in to temptations? Men that can commit themselves and stay loyal to one person are the sexiest men in this world.
Would you hold value if you could bench 225 pounds?
Yeah.
Myron is like throwing their rhetoric on them now. You get it? You notice something that all these feminists like, I can bench more than you. I can be in the army. I'm a Navy SEAL. It's like, it's so unattractive, but it's just funny. And you know what else is funny? Like when she's talking over here, his face, you see this? He's like, okay, are we done yet? Because I've been here way too long. This broad is just on another planet. She's hopeless. Okay.
Pounds?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. No one cares. That's the same exact thing with you asking, would you hold value as a man if you were able to not have sex with a bunch of girls? That's a ridiculous question.
It's because
we don't hold our value the same. You hold your value by not having sex with.
Why would she say yes to that? Like, would you hold more value if you could bench 200 plus pounds? Like, what? Why would that give a woman more value? Why would you even say yes to that? Now, the correct answer would be, well, that's a ridiculous question. Of course not, Myron. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. Really.
You by not having sex with other people.
Yeah.
I demonstrate my value by being able to have sex with other girls.
I don't think we're going to agree on this topic.
You don't have to agree, but that's the reality of how men may select and how women may select.
Did you always have this mind?
You know something? He's right. Because do you ever notice something about women? They always want the bad guy, the bad boy. They want her husband, her boyfriend, right? Seriously. It's like, why is she sitting here with Myron? So like, I mean, you could see her energy when he first walked in, on the first episode, right? She likes him. It's clear she likes him. Look at her body language. Look at how she, when he's talking, look at her body language. Look at the slight smile on the corners that, Now, if she was a lesbian would be like, You're so gross. You know what I mean? She clearly likes him.
May select and how women may select.
Did you always have this mindset, or with money did you acquire this mindset?
Yeah, I've always pretty much.
Since you were young, you've always just said, yeah, you know what, men should be able to just around.
Yeah.
And you don't think that's disrespectful to your partner?
Not at all, because men have to earn their value. So therefore, if you've earned your value, it's on you how you want to spend that value. Women don't earn their value, so they can't dictate how you spend yours.
Toxic guy.
Ooh, wow. Wow, that's rough. Men earn their value. Women don't. He's right. We talked about this before many times. Women really have it pretty easy. Think about it. All you have to do is not let yourself go, have common sense, be respectful, don't sleep around, and stay away from any feminism. And don't kill your babies, okay? Stay away from abortion too. How about that? Not that difficult.
There's women that really just don't care about money at all. I know in Miami that might sound right, but it's...
Yeah, dudes don't want
it's
to
very true.
have sex with girls.
Oh, yes, in Miami they care about money, but not in London. In London we don't care about Miami. No, we don't care about money at all. I mean, is she serious? Is she serious? Are you really going to tell me that she doesn't care about money? She's not looking for a man with money? Really? I'm going to go with she's a liar.
Dudes don't want to have sex with girls, yeah.
Dudes don't want to have sex with...
No, I just was saying something else ridiculous that isn't true.
Okay, well, it is true. There is women out there. I think you only know so many women because of the...
Who is she, Mother Teresa now? Is she Mother Teresa? Show me a woman that doesn't care about money. If a woman doesn't care about money, you're nuts. You're nuts. How can a woman survive without money? You can't, right? You can't survive without money. Nobody can. So how are you going to survive? Unless you're going to go in the wilderness, you're going to build yourself a shelter. You're going to, go hunt deer and cook them at night. I mean, think about this. So you don't need money to survive? Of course you care about money, you idiot bimbo. This is the kind of stuff that drives me insane.
Lifestyle that you've lived, obviously, and the ones you've been around, but in the real world, there's actually women that don't care about money. They're not chasing after rich men. They're not chasing after all of these things. They just want substance, love, and loyalty.
If the guy has certain things in place first.
Not
Women absolutely
women
care.
Grow and build with their partners.
Women absolutely care about a man's ability to provide security, and that security a lot of times is contingent on how much money they earn. All girls are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel. What do I mean by this? I mean, some girls are overt about it, saying, I only marry millionaires, or I only date millionaires. Cool. Shovel's right there. Everyone can see it. Yeah. Some girls got the little fucking small shovel where they say stupid shit like, oh, I want a man that's ambitious. I want a man that has a good mindset, that's a hard worker. That's still a gold digger to a degree because you're banking on potential. All girls are gold diggers. Some are...
Exactly. You're banking on potential. It's like these girls like in college, right? Or even in high school. They go straight for the star basketball player, the star football player, okay? It's that security thing. It's that thing. It's like getting on an airplane, looking right away, who's gonna save me? Are you gonna find the nearest woman? Is that what you're gonna do? I mean, come on, ladies. It's ridiculous for you to even continue with this narrative that women don't care about money. Any woman that doesn't care about money is a fool. You're a fool.
All girls are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel, guys. Women are like sports scouts. You go to a game, you see this guy, damn, this guy got potential. Okay. Some girls are willing to take a risk on that individual. Some are not, and they're like, no, I want him to be self-made and be ready to go when I get there. But the point is that all girls are gold diggers to a degree, and all girls care about a man's future.
I actually think he needs to date a man because he hates women so much. I know women that are happy being...
Why do you think that she's saying that he hates women? I actually take it in the reverse. All the things that he's saying about women is what most women actually want underneath it all. They just don't want to say it because society says, don't say it, right? Or the feminist movement says, you don't need a man, so don't say it, right? It's not the politically correct thing to say. But at the end of the day, everything that he basically says, women shouldn't work, right? Men should take care of women. Women should have babies. Women should, not have to provide, not have to go hunt for food. Think about it. What woman really doesn't want that? And marry the factory worker over the man that's going to provide everything for her and let her lounge around and drink martinis and do basically nothing and get old and fat and wrinkled? Women, by nature, are lazy.
Breadwinners in their relationship.
Being the what?
They earn the more money than their man.
They don't fuck that man no more.
But they do, and they have a healthy relationship, and that's just how they like their dynamic.
She don't respect him. She don't like him like that. She's probably talking to other guys.
Not all women are gold diggers. I know a lot of women that really just don't care about money these days.
Ugly girls don't care about money a lot of times. That's true. But who cares about them?
Well, that's a different story, okay? If you're, I don't like to say ugly because I don't really think anyone's ugly. I really don't. I don't really think that there's ugly people. I think women are all born beautiful and they destroy themselves. And mostly by their choices and attitudes, okay? Their attitudes destroy them. So if you're somebody that you went through college and you got blue hair and you pierced yourself to death and now you blacked out your body with tattoos. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? If you've done all these things and you've been ran through, then you become ugly. For other reasons, though, it's not just about looks. It's that your aura is disgusting because you've destroyed yourself. That I'll agree with.
Wow.
Okay, this says, can men and women be friends? My answer, no. Before we even get into this, my answer is no. Now, let's see where this goes, and I'll tell you why later.
I wish there was a fuck no for this.
Why?
Because women are useless friends. Remember I said women suck at everything? One of the things they suck at is being friends.
Here we go again. I'm going back to my statement of you don't like women. I think if women didn't have vaginas, would you even have any association with a woman?
No. Fantastic question.
So
That's
are you
a no.
gay?
That's a big no.
Would you just prefer to date men?
No. Because vaginas are
You
great.
just seem like you like men so much more than women.
I understand where each gender has value. Conversation, making money,
Are we
having...
not having a great conversation right now?
I'm actually in pain, but we're making this happen, right?
I'm sorry. I'm in pain too, trust me. But I'm giving you guys what you want. No, actually, I'm having quite a jolly time with this girl. She's ridiculous. Looks good on the outside, but the inside, not all there.
Right?
Wow.
Making it work.
Okay.
But it's okay. I have a high pain tolerance going to the gym. So
Okay, women have a higher pain tolerance than men, just saying.
That's
Keep
fantastic.
going.
Women don't have the same life experiences as men, so it's very difficult for them to identify what your masculine problems. Controversial take here. If you're not getting sexual access to a woman, you're not getting her best. Women can't serve two masters. So for you to get the best out of a woman, get that nurturing care, get that, that what I call high give a fuck attitude that women give, you have to be having sex with her and she has to respect you. If you're in a friend zone, by definition, she doesn't respect you.
I don't think that's a true statement at all.
Absolutely. That is absolutely a true statement, okay? First of all, men, avoid any female that is surrounded by a bunch of male friends. Avoid it at all costs, okay? Because what those girls are doing is just keeping you on the sidelines in case this doesn't work out here. And then, oh, I went to this one, now I got him over here, in case this doesn't work out. You ever, like the girlfriend, oh my God, my transmission is gone. And you might as well date an OnlyFans prostitute. You get where I'm going? And let's back this up. He's saying that women, the question was, can women be good friends, right? No, because women are selfish. It's very rare that you can find a woman that is actually a good friend, especially these days, right? Women gossip. They can't keep secrets. You can't confide in them at all because the minute you say something to a woman, forget about it. It's like, front page news, right? They cannot help themselves with the gossip. They're lazy, right? They want you to be there for them, but they'll never be there for you 90% of the time. You understand? It's just really women today are just not reared like they used to be. When people weren't so quick to get divorced and there was a two-parent household, I think women had different morals, different values, different standards, right, that they held themselves to. Now we're in different times. Modern women basically suck at being friends, among other things.
How can you not it's the same as just having a girl meet. It's like having a guy meet.
No.
You can have the same kind of conversation.
If a guy's in a friend zone by a woman,
yeah,
she does not respect him.
of course you can respect them.
When a woman friend zones you guys, it effectively means you are not sexually attractive to me and I do not want to procreate and or carry your lineage. Don't ever accept the friend zone and go find another girl.
Okay, but
Wow, that's true. That's true. That means she's not attracted to you. Interesting.
Okay, but she's not friend zoned him. They're just friends. They've both made a mutual decision to be just
No.
friends.
She made the decision. He wants to smash. If it's the other way around, cool. I'm cool with the guy having friends and he's choosing it. That's fine. But let's be honest here. That's rarely the case. It's always the woman is friends with the guy. He wants to sleep with her. She knows this, but she's able to siphon off utility from him. Oh, I'm able to have a guy I could talk to. Oh, I'm able to get this masculine energy. Oh, I'm able to get the boyfriend energy.
Oh, I'm able to get my transmission fixed. Oh, I'm able to get the plumbing done in my apartment because my father isn't here. Oh, I'm able to get some money. Oh, I'm able to get that Chanel bag I wanted so badly. Oh, you're such a good friend. You see how that works? No friend zones, boys. Don't do it.
Basically, you're able to have a boyfriend without fucking him. It's a win-win for women.
But I have a great friend who I've had since I was 11, who's a male, who would never sleep with me, doesn't want to sleep with me. Yes.
If you called him at 2 a.m. and said, I'm drunk and horny, he would fuck you.
He 100% wouldn't fuck me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ever. There's just never been that. I think because we grew up together from such a young age.
She's delusional. Now she's just, either she's totally lying or she's just dumb and delusional. I mean, really? Come on. Men hang around women because they want to be with them. There's no other reason. It's inevitably clear when a man is not interested in you. He doesn't stick around. You ever have like friends or acquaintances that you see doing this all the time? It's like, he doesn't like you. He's not interested. Have you not gotten the memo? You know what I'm saying? Any guy that wants to be in the friend zone clearly likes you. She's playing dumb because obviously she has a lineup of men in the friend zone just in case Myron doesn't take her back to Miami tonight.
There isn't an attraction. He's literally like my family.
No.
Yes.
No.
And he would never.
He's either your family or he's not. You're not like family. You either are family or you're not. It's either incest or it's not.
And he would never fuck me.
He would have given an opportunity.
He would never.
Women constantly think that their friendship and their company is more valuable than it really is. The reality is that most men wouldn't talk to you guys.
Most men value women, though. You don't like this.
Most men would not talk to women if they didn't have vaginas.
That's also not a true
fact.
statement.
That's an absolute fact.
That is not a fact.
If there was no sex involved and there was no sexual access, we would not talk to y'all. We would play video games and hang out with our bros.
But women play video games.
Women suck at video games.
What has that got to do with anything? Women play. It's always got, this is so aggravating with girls like her. You always have to have a comeback that, well, men do this. No, we do it too. Women do, no, we do that too. I can do that. I can play video games. No, you can't play video games, okay? I can take one look at you and tell you that you suck at video games. Come on. No.
I'm fucking fantastic, actually. Bro. So let's stop calling me sucky.
She's fantastic at video games.
Video games.
Women suck at video games.
I'm fucking fantastic, actually.
Bro.
So let's stop calling me sucky. Women are great at things,
just because you might be good at something doesn't mean that a majority of women don't suck.
But just
most
because
women
you're
suck.
good at something doesn't mean the majority of men don't suck.
What do you mean?
The majority of humans these days, unfortunately, suck.
All the top video game players are men. All the top chess players are men. All the top drivers are men. NASCAR drivers, etc., Formula One.
That's because it's a lot harder for women to get into the field because a few years ago we couldn't even work. Okay?
No.
Men dominate the world, we understand, naturally.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Women dominate the world.
No, they don't.
Women have more... Okay, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't besides being able to have sex with a bunch of women without being judged.
Why are they pointing at me?
Name one right or privilege men have that women don't.
In this day and age, none.
Exactly. Women do run the world. Nowadays, especially.
The men...
Actually, women today not only run the world, they're God. That's where we're at. Women have a God complex. Literally. They can be mediocre, have no value, and demand, the sky, the stars, the moon. It's actually unnerving. And it's actually a huge part of why the country is in the state of duress that it's in right now. Look at where we're at. Everyone's arguing. Political parties. Look what they're doing to Trump. Who's doing all of that? All women. All women. All angry, bitter women. And you know something? There is something that all of these women have in common. Think about that. Almost every single one of these women that are coming after our former President Trump have let themselves go. They've all taken a bad path. I can tell you every single one of them drink. They've all slept their way to the top of what I don't know. Think about it. Look at Kamala Harris. I mean, would anybody... This is our vice president. The most mediocre woman on earth, pretty much. To be in that position, unbelievable. God complex.
The men do this and the men do that, and now all of a sudden women run the world. Make your mind up, mate.
I just understand that we're different. And there's also a saying in Spanish,
that we're different.
The prettier you are, the quieter you are.
Wow.
In all the Latin world.
Are you Spanish?
No.
Or did you just obtain that because you hate women?
No. Well, it's actually funny. My girlfriend told me that as a phrase. So
Which one? Number 6?
She's number 1 now, but she was number 2 before.
Okay. Yeah. She says she upgraded. I bet she feels great about that.
Yeah, hey, man.
Do you know what?
She's like, is there a slot open for number 3, 4, 5, 6? Do I have any chance here? Did I waste my time? Should I go back to my father at the Burger King? I mean, look at her. And then look at this. She picks up the drink when she asks that question. Look at her body language. Look at her leg. It's like she just can't. Pick up the drink, pick up the drink, pick up the drink. And you shouldn't be drinking that. Too many calories. Shouldn't be drinking it.
I bet she feels great about that.
Yeah, hey, man.
Do you know what? As this day's gone on, it's just got worse and progressively worse and worse and worse. So they're all treated the same. They all get the same access to you.
If they're my main girl. But I have a very strict vetting phase. Yeah, it's not easy managing women.
How many main girls do you have at once? Like, what do you think is like a healthy, obtainable amount for you? What could you tolerate in life?
It depends on the guy. Every man is different, has different tolerance levels. But I think having 1 to 3 main girls and then some side chicks, you know, that's when it starts to get crazy.
Like, you know, when you go to a restaurant, you get side dishes, you get a main course, you get 1. You get a few sides, but you get 1 main. You can't say 1 to 3 main girls, because you'll only get 1 main.
But
the rest will be sides.
Hold on. But if you go to the gym and you train hard, you're going to want 2 mains.
No, I won't actually.
Yeah.
I'm not that I'm not that hungry.
You need more calories.
Yeah, so just have 1 big main.
No.
Just get a bigger woman.
2 mains, because you might want you want chicken here, you want steak here, you went really hard in the gym, you need extra protein. Same thing. I can eat a lot. I put work in the gym, unlike these fat hoes.
I really admire the way that you can make anything make sense in your head.
You know something? Myron is a trip. He has an answer for everything. That's how you know he's interviewed 3,000 women, which he said in the prior episode. I mean, first of all, women, you've done this to yourselves. I'm not for men having multiple wives and multiple girlfriends, and I'm not about the Mormon way and anything like that. But women, you did this. You did this to yourselves. I'm not dealing with this. You're dealing with it because you've done it to yourselves. You have let yourselves go. You have no self-respect, and you don't have any morals, and you have no value. So why should a man work to death to keep you? Think about it. I mean, even this girl, like, is she special? Think about it. Listen to how she speaks. First of all, you look good and you let all that go to waste. Appreciate nothing, not even what God gave you. Says a lot.
Head. I love that about you.
I think it makes a lot of sense for anyone.
I love that about you.
Because men operate in a meritocracy.
Because I just talked about women and you went, yeah, but I like chicken and steak. This is a lot. These are human beings. They are treasured, beautiful souls. And you're just, see how you like, you can't. Oh, you know what? I think you'd love it more if I was sat here and I had a penis.
Well, we'd have a more rational conversation versus you and your feelings. But,
I'm not in my feelings.
I'm not
in my feelings. I'm actually really enjoying this. I think it's really great.
Here's my thing. I just speak from a very matter-of-fact standpoint. What I'm saying is that as a man, if you go out there and conquer the world, you're going to get hungry and you're going to want multiple chicks. It just comes down to, do you have the value to be able to do it and pull it off? Most guys don't, so they got to sit there and be like, I'm monogamous. But most guys don't want to be monogamous. If you're a guy, you're attractive, you got your shit together, maybe you're religious or whatever, and you're like, I'm going to be monogamous because of my religion. Fantastic. You made that choice. What I have an issue with is when guys are sitting there being monogamous because their girl tells them, if you cheat, I'll cut your dick off. Man, I wish my girl would try to tell me some shit like that. Happy wife, happy life. It's a fucking lie.
That is actually so true.
It's happy king, happy kingdom is how it works. So my thing is...
Did you make that phrase up for you?
No.
I've never heard that in my life.
You never...
What? She's never heard that? Look, ladies, if you want a man that is not going to cheat, you need to find yourself a Christian conservative male. And if you are not in that zone, okay, yourself, how do you expect to find a Christian conservative male? It's like these OnlyFans prostitutes that are begging for acceptance. okay? From Michael Knowles, all right? And all these trad cons. Give me a break. You can't make the choice to go be a prostitute and then expect to marry a Christian conservative man. It just doesn't work that way. You made your choice, or as my father would say, you made your bed, now sleep in it, okay? Think before you act. Stop listening to insane feminists in college and really think before you act. Create your path wisely. Choose wisely, because there's no going back.
You never heard that?
You went, let me see how I can turn this to a manly thing, and then you just made your own catchphrase.
Men lead, women follow. That's how it's got to be.
I agree with that.
Women can't lead anything.
That's not true.
They suck as politicians. They can't lead nothing. When they're CEOs of companies, they suck.
Yeah, because the men in power right now are doing a real great job.
Oh my God. You hear what he's saying? Spot on. Myron, spot on. Show me a female that's doing anything great right now for this country. Actually, it's because of females that we're in the state of duress that we're in. We're in wars. I mean, are you kidding me? We have a president that can't even speak or walk. Look at his wife. The first lady? Now that's an example. Come on. I mean, she's literally allowing her husband, who's clearly very sick, to faux run the country. This is what we're dealing with. Selfish women. You know why she's doing it? Because she wants power. She wants power. It's a God complex.
We derive pleasure from you guys being quiet, making sandwiches, and giving us sex.
You guys derive pleasure. You don't like us.
You guys derive pleasure from us being successful, being the most attractive guy, how other women look at us.
Men love women.
Money, money, money. Don't forget the money. That's why she's on TV right now. Hoping you take her home, Myron.
Women that other men love.
Maybe cucks. You want to know what guys like? Let me find a hot girl that doesn't have an Instagram. No one knows who she is. I'm going to bring her out, and people will be like, oh, shit, who's that? We don't know who she is. And we don't need other people to validate her. Women, on the other hand, they want to be with the top guy. They want to be with the guy. He walks in the club or he walks in somewhere. Oh, such and such. Oh, women need social proof. We don't.
That's not true, but also...
It's very true. It's very true. I'll bring it up again. Sadia Khan. Is he Pakistani? Oh, my God. I'm Pakistani. Oh, it doesn't matter if he has 20 wives. How much money does he have? He owns casinos. My God. Oh, I was raised by misogynists. What's wrong with a misogynist? Just look at how these women act. It tells you everything.
Imagine if you got a girlfriend. That's not true. I don't
that women don't want
social status. No.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then.
Look at Myron. He's like, what?
Friend, that's not true. I don't
that women don't want
social status. No.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then. Let's have fun with this.
If women don't want social proof, why are you on Instagram? Why are you on dating apps?
Okay.
Let's say we met, right? Mm-hmm. We met in London. And you find me attractive. I'm like, oh, I'm throwing a party. Like, I'd love for you to come. Bring some of your girlfriends. It's going to be awesome. And you're like, cool, yeah, for sure. Two scenarios. You come to the party, right? First one. You show up, you and your girlfriends, and there's 50 dudes and like 3 girls. Are you staying?
No.
Okay. Switch it up. Show up to the party in the second scenario with you and your girlfriends. 50 girls, like 5 guys. Are you staying?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Social proof is important, isn't it?
It's not about social proof.
That is social proof.
Women feel more comfortable being in an environment full of women.
Okay.
If there's 50 men, I'm going to feel intimidated. I'm going to feel on edge, and I don't like that.
Okay.
That's not about social proof.
No. But see, here's the thing. Your ability to feel safe is rooted in social proof. The man being able to have a bunch of women there displays an ability of, this guy has some kind of social semblance. This guy's able to...
I wouldn't have even thought...
Wow. You know, I never thought of that. I never actually thought of that point. That's a good point. Very interesting. Huh. Very interesting.
I haven't thought of it like that. I would have been like, great.
Because women live life on easy mode. This is what I'm trying to say. See, women live life on easy mode. You don't even understand all the bits and pieces of work that go into men creating an environment for women to have fun. Like, this is what I mean when I say girls have zero concept of what it's like to be a man or to be attractive. And this is why we can have multiple chicks and you guys can't, because we have to do all the work. Like, that's the right there.
Wow, did you hear what he said? Actually, that's very interesting. He's saying that, think about the amount of work that men have to actually do just to create an environment for women to have fun. Think about it. Men have to do everything, even create the environment in order for us to have a good time. Isn't that something?
Like, that's right there.
I think that's just you, because I think when everyone goes home and they go to sleep at night, you sit there with a graph and you dissect every scenario ever, and then you try and make it like bulletproof.
Yes.
That's what men are supposed to do. They're supposed to dissect every scenario and make it bulletproof. Hello? That's why women like them, because they think differently than women. Women act emotionally. When men act emotionally, people die.
It's not that hard.
Men must do the work.
You make it harder than it needs to be.
Men have to do the work to be attractive to women.
He is thinking about that way too much.
Because it wasn't easy for him to get those 50 bitches at that.
Were you ugly growing up?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. She's got to pull out the "were you ugly growing up" card. All right, let's see how he acts, because somebody did something similar to Brian Atlas, and ooh, he got real tense.
What does that have to do with
asking,
anything?
were you ugly growing up?
All right, I'll answer that in a second. Why is she asking me this fucking weird-ass question about I was ugly growing up? All guys were, pretty much. See, this is what I mean when I say women only see, like, surface level of the work that men put in, right?
But not
like,
every man puts in this much effort or this much thought behind
the most attractive
things.
ones do, and this is how you get the girls.
That's why you're single, because you're around men that don't put in this kind of effort. That's why you're not happy. That's why you're on the show.
Get the girls. You have to put in all this effort. This is why a man that is attractive, it's like a superpower, because it's so hard to get. You expect to just bang one girl after you learned all this shit? Hell no.
But you play
years
women
of
like we're a game. You play the relationships like it's a game, like it's a test that you're always trying to pass, but
It is a
it's
game.
not.
The problem is this.
It's meant to be beautiful. It's
It is a
meant to be
game.
harmonious.
It is a game. Women started this game. It is a game. That's why they call it "you have game." It's just that women don't like it when they know that you're playing the game with them. They just don't like it when a man can outmaneuver them in this game, because so few guys can do it.
It's not about outmaneuvering. No one's supposed to be winning. We're supposed to be on the same team. We're supposed to be working together as a dynamic.
You guys wear makeup, heels, waist trainers. Everything about you guys is a lie.
That's not a lie.
Absolutely.
Well, I could take my heels off. I'm still the same person. I'm just a little bit shorter.
Let's say I told you I was a lawyer. I had a firm.
Okay, well, that's lying, isn't
And we
it?
fucked, right? And then you find out that I work at McDonald's. I'm probably going to get me too, aren't I?
Because you're a liar.
Oh, okay. But what about women wearing makeup?
You know what's funny? He's right. But I'll give you a different scenario. If a guy took a girl out and said, "I'm a lawyer and I work at a firm," she'd go out with him, right? But then later, if she found out he owned the firm and 6 others, she would be begging for his hand in marriage, right? That would be okay. Then it's okay if he's a liar. See, this is where women make a huge mistake. You can't say, well, it's okay, in this circumstance, but no, I feel differently in this circumstance. It's not about emotions and feelings. You're either somebody who takes a man lying seriously or not. Because I guarantee you, if the reverse happened, she'd be fine with it.
Wear makeup, wear waist trainers, filters on Instagram. Filters on Instagram.
No way about being barefaced.
Makeup, women are fake. Everything about them is deceptive, guys. I told y'all. Everything about women, a lot of the times, is based in deception.
You've been hurt, heartbroken, and damaged by women, and I really feel like either a therapist or a good cry would change a lot of your views.
What did I say that was incorrect?
That women just lie about everything, that women care about social science.
The makeup industry is a multi-billion-dollar
Yes, it is, and it's also very damaging for women. Hence, I
change an argument.
Why?
Because makeup in itself inherently is to deceive.
Or to enhance.
No, it's to make up for your lack of aesthetics. That's why it's called makeup.
If I take my makeup off,
for lack of aesthetics.
I look the exact same. Oh, yeah, I do. I don't.
I'm sorry. These girls, they take the bait every single time. Every time they take the bait. Every time.
They seem like
and I got a 12-inch dick.
Do you? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's why you got so many hoes. So go back to earlier.
Sure.
Did you grow up ugly?
Every man does.
It makes a lot more sense. Do you know what? As soon as he told me he was an ugly kid, everything made sense. It just clicked. It was like, bing.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Jeff Bezos was probably ugly as a kid too. His wife doesn't seem to have a problem with it, does she? I mean, are you kidding me? What does this have to do with anything? I mean, this is why men have a very difficult time having an adult conversation with women. Like this. All women are not like this, gentlemen. Most, unfortunately, are.
Makes sense. The picture's starting to piece together now.
Here's the thing. A man's looks aren't as important as you think, because like I said before, men are able to make up in other ways. But men effectively are all ugly when they're young because they're not able to provide security, which is the most important thing that women look for. Men really don't blossom until they're older anyway, because the things that make us attractive take time to acquire.
Okay,
At
but
18
you can
years
still be
old.
an attractive.
Very true. And that's why, men age more gracefully than women as well. Okay? That's why look, ladies, she's in love with Myron, obviously, right? She should be looking for, I don't know how old she is, but she should be looking for somebody that's like 50. Okay? Men want youth. They want beauty. So you got to gap it out. I say this all the time. I don't understand these women. You have to date older. You have to date older men. That way you stay young. Hello? It's brilliant. It's genius. That's why people would marry off their daughters at 13 years old. The minute they were fertile and able to, produce children, they'd go marry a man who already had a house ready, already had, could provide.
As an attractive man, people can look at you and go, actually, you're really attractive.
But that doesn't mean you're going to get women to take you seriously. You could be a handsome guy and get some pussy here and there, but are you going to be able to keep them? Are you going to be able to get them to respect you? No. When women become 30, it's kind of downhill from there. For us, when we become 30, it's all uphill.
Okay.
If we do the work.
So women depreciate with age?
Absolutely.
You don't think women can age like fine wine? Because I think a lot of women get better with age.
Fuck no.
Yeah, my sister, she was a very late bloomer, but she's absolutely stunning now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is she delusional? She's talking about her sister, first of all. My sister was a very late bloomer, but she's absolutely stunning now. What is she talking about? Come on. Look, this is common sense. People, come on. This conversation gets so ignorant after a while. Come up with something better. We all know men age better. Stop. When they become her age, they become bitter nags. Like guys, in the comments, tell me, is she not a bitter nag? Has she been agreeable to anything? Anything at all? My God, it's exhausting. I don't know how anybody could go on a date with her. This man has the patience of Job, literally.
Yeah, that's your sister. Of course, you're going to be biased.
Yeah, I'm not biased, actually.
Yeah.
Loads of people.
She's probably mid, to be honest. Her sister's absolutely mid. Anytime a girl sensationalizes their friend or their sibling, they're mid.
Why? Are we trying to say I'm mid?
How old are you?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, exactly. See, you couldn't even you didn't even want to say how old you are.
My age was going to change your answer.
There you go.
Because you couldn't just say, oh, no, yes, or no. You were going to judge.
But we can tell how old you are just by your behavior. See how that works? Your behavior gives it away, my friend.
Judge it by how old I am.
Look at her avoiding it. I got her on the ropes now.
I don't even know what his issues are. That's the problem. They're that deep-rooted, I can't even figure them out.
No one cares about older women in their 40s. Men universally want younger women, and women know this. So once they get of a certain age, they don't want to say their age anymore.
Unless if you are a woman in your 40s and you're dating a 60-year-old or a 50-something-year-old. You get what I'm saying? Then you're still young. Wake up. Wake up. These women are delusional. I want to date a man my own age.
He doesn't understand women. He understands his perspective of women and his experience with women, which has damaged him, and now he has no respect for women. I think women gain value as they age too. I think this whole going for younger women is because men like to manipulate women, and they can't manipulate women when they've got past a certain age because they've got way too much experience behind them now. Younger guys who haven't lived, not necessarily, that's not necessarily true at all. In your experience, yes, I know you've been traumatized. I'm saying with a lot of women.
So you're saying men value experience?
No, I'm saying men value manipulation for younger women. You go for young women because they're easier to handle, they're easier to maintain. They haven't had the relationship experiences, they've not had life experience to shape them, to shift them, to build them. You want to build them.
Of course, why wouldn't men? I mean, but why is that manipulative? Think about it. Do you want to, her, she looks like somebody that wants designer stuff, right? Not Louis Vuitton. Does she want to go get used Louis Vuitton luggage, or does she want Myron to take her to the Louis Vuitton boutique and buy new luggage? You see how that works? I remember seeing a clip of Tristan Tate. It might have been Andrew. It could have been either one of them. And they, whoever it was, said, if you sit down with a female and the first thing they say is, I've traveled here and I've traveled there and I've been to the Caymans and I've been to Antarctica and I went on a cruise and I went here and I took a world tour and I went to Mars and Venus and flew in and went to aerospace with Elon Musk. Doesn't it sound like they've been around the world and back? And how exactly did you get there? What, your daddy? I mean, unless you're like independently wealthy and you come from and you're an heiress. I mean, are you one of the Hiltons? Because if you're not, what are you doing traveling the world? And who are you traveling it with? And what are you doing? Prostitution.
You want to build them.
That shit, man. We want girls that aren't used and abused.
Men manipulate young women.
Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
You're gonna do a cross-country trip across Europe, right? And you need to get a car. Can't get any type of mechanical help or anything else like that. You have to drive straight through, all right? You got two options. You got a 2002 Honda, right, with 100,000 plus miles on it, okay? Or you got a brand new Honda, 2024, with 0 miles on it. Which one are you gonna use to make that long ass journey?
What do you think she's gonna say? We already know what she's gonna say. The older car. I guarantee it. I haven't seen this part. I guarantee it. I'll retract it if I'm wrong, but I guarantee it.
Which one would you prefer?
I'm gonna go with the older one.
You're not gonna get no.
I called it. I called it. See? Oh my gosh. See, I feel so bad for these women. I really do. I really do. Bad life choices.
You're not gonna get no mechanical help.
But guess what?
You're gonna be stuck on the road.
We're not mechanical problems.
Hold on. So you're gonna take the newer one because you don't wanna get stuck on the side of the road, which is cool. That perfectly signifies marriage and relationships. I don't want to use a used up car that's been through the ringer and take it through the long journey of marriage. I want a car that's going to go off of my lead, a car that hasn't been used, a car that doesn't have issues, a car that doesn't have bad Carfax on it. That's how men operate. We want girls that are inexperienced.
Men, they say they're high value, I've got this, I've got that. If you're so high value, get a woman your own age who's got the same experiences, no, you can't, because you can't manipulate them. You can't morph them into these things. You go for younger girls that you can raise. It's like grooming, and you're not even realize it. It's like grooming.
Women want men.
No, okay, no. First of all, no, absolutely not. Like, these are the scenarios for older women, okay? You've got the Brady Bunch, okay? That's an option, right? Or you have to date older, or the only way that something like that works, where you're dating a man that's very close to your age or your own age, is if you met in high school or college, right? Okay? Or in the neighborhood or something, right? You got married very early and you are people of God. You understand? And that you see your marriage through the eyes of God, okay? Christians or whatever religion. That's the only way that works. And then the man respects you. You're probably a virgin when you met. Get it? See how that works? And then you can grow together. And that's a very different type of situation. But girls like her, like, take a look at this girl. I guarantee she probably went to college, right? She probably has a degree, which is why she's all messed up, because most girls that go to college, that's a disaster. You understand? Most, not all, most. She probably went to college and wanted to sow her wild oats with some, slutty girlfriends of hers, right? And went and did this and did that and ran around. And now she's to an age where she's like, maybe wants to have children. and the clock is ticking and she needs a husband and doesn't have one. This does not work. It's very rare, okay? The only other way is that you have two people that are close to the same age. They were both married. They both have children, different families, and their husbands or wife have either deceased or something. You get what I'm saying? The Brady Bunch. Same values, same morals, okay? You come together, you can make it work. That's the only other way that usually works. But her running around, finding a man her age to marry her at this late date, probably not.
Women want men that are tall, charming, experienced, make money, etc. They want older men, right? Men, however, we want the opposite. We want younger women because we want someone that will not give us a headache, follow our lead. You want someone that's going to lead you, so that means they need experience. Why is this the beginning of time?
I think with women...
Well, let me ask you this.
Go on.
This is the beginning of time. Why have men always wanted virgin women?
Most men wouldn't. I don't know, because of shit in bed and she won't ever know.
Men value inexperience. Men want inexperience, guys. Don't sit there and let these girls sell you fucking used cars saying, no, you want a used car.
But what I'm trying to say is a woman that's older and that has had experience, she knows who she is. I'm not saying experience sexually, I'm saying life experiences.
That's what it means.
You went and got an 18-year-old girl, yes, she would morph to you and do all of these things, but guess what? In a few years when she's had some more life experience, she's probably going to leave you. She's probably not, she's good, because then she's going to want to find herself. Women that are older, they've already found themselves. They know who they are. An 18-year-old doesn't know who she is. She's
translation, because you just said a bunch of women needs.
Don't say sexually. When a
girl says, find myself, whore. When a girl...
Did I call it? Did I call it? No, you don't find yourself. First of all, you already know who you are when you're like 7, 8, 9, 10. You already know the way you were raised. I mean, basically, I have the exact same morals and values as when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old. For real. Nothing has changed. You don't change. You're either a tramp and you have that mentality, in which most likely you were raised by a single mother who's bitter, divorced, and yelling and screaming about what a piece of you know what your father is and blah, 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 blah. And then you turn and she's got men coming in and out of the house. Get it? No, you already know who you are.
When a girl says, finding myself, translation, I'm going to be a for a period of time.
Right. 18-year-old doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what her morals are. She doesn't know what she stands for. And she doesn't know what she can tolerate and what she can't tolerate in life. She's not had enough experience to make them decisions, okay? So that car, the old car, is probably going to cut through the side roads because it's really fucking experienced, yeah, and it's going to get there without breaking down because it knows the route. This one's going to trample along, yeah, and she's going to get a few bumps in the road because she didn't know which ones to avoid.
So why are you here? Why are you here and single? Why are you here? If you have all the answers and you can cut through, the back roads because you have so much experience, what are you doing on grilling? Can somebody please tell me what she is doing with that body language? When in the beginning, she's fixing her hair and her bra and making sure, and she didn't want to get up because she just placed herself into whatever shapewear she's got on and didn't want to move because Myron, think about it. What are you doing sitting here? If you have all the answers, think about what you're saying.
And guess what? She's probably going to break down before the old one because
but you're missing the whole point here. What do men want? Men want inexperience. We don't care about y'all experience.
But then when she leaves, and then what? She's not experienced, and she doesn't know what you need. She doesn't know what you want. She's not going to be able to be what you need. You're going to.
Women by nature know what men need and want. Okay, that's why if people that come with family grew up in big households, families, right? If you have like a mother with say 6 kids, right? Well, and if you have a daughter that's like the oldest one and then there's a baby, even that daughter at 9 or 10 understands how to hold the baby, pick the baby up, change the diaper, help the mother with it, clean. Think about it. What is she talking about? Doesn't know. It's nature. That's what women are supposed to do. We're nurturers. We're supposed to take care of people. Okay? We're not supposed to build, the Lincoln Tunnel and be out in New York City. Everywhere you go now, when there's construction, it's some woman holding up a sign. No walking. No walking. Hold up, dude. I mean, this is the energy that's out here. How has this become? It's I don't know how men deal with it. I don't know how men on construction sites in New York work with these women. I really don't. It's what purpose do you have? So you're holding up a sign, making $30 an hour while they're like walking 50 freaking stories up, risking their lives to build a high rise, pouring cement. But, you know, we got to have equality. I mean, really?
To teach her.
You gotta teach
and
her.
then when you taught her,
that's your job as a man.
She's probably going to leave you because she's going to realize that you're not actually that great.
Get it done, guys.
Hold on. Would you pick your partner over your mother? I think he's talking about men.
No.
No. If my girl can't get along with my mom, I know something's wrong with her. No, my mom comes first.
He's a mommy's boy.
As much as you say I hate women.
Why is that a mommy's boy? Why is that a mommy's boy? When your family tells you a girl is no good, you should listen. And a female, if your father says, I don't like him, you should run. You should run very fast. Parents know best for you. That's why back in the days, your family was finding your husband for you. Okay? There was no, dating apps and Tinder and all this. It's disgusting. That's not how it's supposed to work. People are supposed to be vetted. Women and men. Think about it.
And all these other things. It was my mom that awared me on all this stuff.
Wow.
And then she warned me that, hey, American women, Western women aren't going to stick with you through thick and thin.
Yeah.
I'm from a Muslim background. My family's Sudanese. So it's a little bit different compared to Western culture.
The way he is makes a lot of sense when he talks about how his parents raised him and how his parents were growing up. What would you do if I went to prison for 2 years?
I'd have other chicks, and then I'd greet you on your way out.
What if I went to jail for you? So I was riding it for you, so you did something, I didn't snitch. But my one condition was that you had to be loyal to me.
I would tell you that's not how I show loyalty. I show loyalty by when you come out, you're never going to work again.
But I'm saying to you, look, I really want you to do this one thing for me, and it's just to wait for me for 2 years.
You don't dictate those terms.
Wow. So you would never be loyal under any circumstance?
You're never going to work again when you get out. That's more important than
But you're still going to go and have sex with people. It's not more important. I'd rather a man be loyal to me than provide for me financially. I'll just snitch then and you can go to jail and you won't have to fuck no one then, will you, mate? Actually.
Is she out of her mind? Is she out of her mind? Think about this. Do you know, can you just imagine what it's like as a female or male, as a female though, we're talking about female, to get out of jail? Okay, so you would prefer to go to a halfway house with no money, right? Have to fend for yourself while you're in jail as well. Think about this. Come out and have to start your life over again alone over him being able to sleep with other women. Really? This is where the modern woman, their whole ideology, these ideologues make no sense.
Actually, you'd probably enjoy that because there's men in prison, no women to deal with.
I didn't bust my ass to make this money and become successful and go to the gym to fuck one bitch. That's dumb.
Was your dad monogamous to your mum?
Yeah, because he was a brokey. He had to be.
If your dad cheated on your mum, how would you feel?
I'd applaud him. I'd be like, fuck yeah, you got your money up, man.
How do you think your mum would feel?
You know what? She wouldn't leave. She's a real one. She would be like, damn, okay.
If it was continuous?
She wouldn't leave.
Do you think she'd be happy with the dynamics of that relationship, though?
She knows how it is.
Okay. His mum is 100% leaving. She sounds like a great woman. She is not staying if he cheated on her.
No, she's not leaving. You know why? Because she realizes how difficult it's going to be on her own. Do you know how many women get divorced over this? And let's think about it. Why did the man cheat in the first place? Probably because you stopped having sex, stopped doing a lot of things, let yourself go, right?
But no, he was monogamous to my knowledge.
Because he knows the right way to be.
We could be full and still look at the menu. We're not like women, man. You guys, when you're with a man that you love and respect, you're like, all men are invisible and so loyal.
Tunnel vision.
And so loyal.
Yeah.
We're not like that.
Well, learn to be.
Huh?
Learn. You learn how to do all these other cool
Okay, how about this? Learn to like
loyal.
a guy that's 5'1".
Happily.
Do you have one?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Don't try and throw another thing in the works.
Stop.
Learn to like a guy that's 5'1". She said happily. He said, do you have one? She said no. That says it all.
Stop avoiding the question. This is what women do all the time. God damn it. When you learn to like 5'1" guys, I'll learn to be with one woman.
5'5"? If he was 5'5".
All right, well, I get 5 women then.
Okay, but if he was 5'5", but he was everything that I've ever wanted in a man, yes, I would make that sacrifice, and I would say, okay,
I'll make that sacrifice. 5 women. There's no way she'd be with a guy that's 5'5". She's lying about that too. Men of status have always had more than one woman. Every single time. Martin Luther King was smashing hoes.
Where did you get that one from?
And he did a bunch of stuff for civil rights. Great men always cheat, man.
You should get that on a t-shirt.
Great men always cheat because they're out doing something great. You get it? You know, if you want the great guy that's out doing this and that, I mean, chances are you got to think about what you want. You know, you complain about the bus driver, but the bus driver actually has a great life to provide for you.
On a t-shirt.
I think I should actually. Great men cheat.
Great men cheat. Great men cheat. That's his slogan. Get it on a t-shirt. Fuck off with it. You're the only person who's going to buy it.
Churchill was probably smashing some hoes since we're here in London. He definitely was smashing some hoes. Probably Germans too. Can't even take herself seriously, guys, see?
What would you do if I proposed to you?
I would never get down on one knee.
Why would you never get down on one knee?
She wants the relationship for me. She wants the marriage for me. Why am I going to get down on a knee? I'm the one that brings all the value.
But if it's
women also, I believe, need to ask you on a date, not date. She needs to ask you to be her girlfriend, or her boyfriend, excuse me.
That is the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
A woman
Yeah.
needs to go into her masculine and ask you to be my partner.
Well, here's the thing. Women don't overtly do it. They always do it the sneaky way. What are we? Where do we stand? Etc.
That's corny. That's corny. If you got to let a man know exactly how you feel if you want him. You have to.
Etc. That is her basically asking you out. That's what I'm saying. It needs to get to that point where she's asking.
But do you see why they ask the man? Because the man leads the relationship. The man dictates the stage of the relationship. Hence, you guys have to ask us.
No. See, that is in an old world where women weren't. But nowadays, since we have feminism and we have all these bad habits from women, women need to ask for relationships, and I'll tell you why. They want to go to the club, they want to travel, they want to have guy friends, they want to do all this stupid shit, right? I have to have my standards and boundaries and be really strong with them to circumvent and, you know, combat all the fuckery that feminism is.
But you wouldn't have a relationship with any of these women.
Let me finish. If I ask her for a relationship, what I've effectively done is said, you are fine the way that you are. I want a relationship with you. And then she can go ahead and reserve the right to change it anytime because I asked for the relationship. But if I say, hey, I don't, commit to girls that do X, Y, Z, well, guess what? She's going to shape up if she wants to go ahead and get this relationship. It's like a job interview. Men are the employers, women are the employees. You have to have certain standards. I treat every girl like a job applicant. And I'm a prestigious law firm. You got to go to Cornell for this.
I like that. You got to go to Cornell. Listen, you already know what you are, okay? You already know what you are as a female. So stop acting like you don't. You already know what you've done, where you've been. First of all, I couldn't name a club in New York, okay? If you're going to be running around clubs and throwing back shots, acting like some faux bar psychologist and whatnot, you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get ran through. Get it? If you want to be respected, act respectful.
I can't believe what I've just heard. Is that actually how you think?
Absolutely.
Like, genuinely, you're not saying that. You think that.
Everything you've heard today.
You think women have to apply. So you're the prize.
Absolutely.
But you're traditional.
Yes.
Backwards. Because traditional men know they chase after a woman. That woman is the prize. Women are the prize, not the men. It's been that way since the beginning. We all know it. That's one thing that's been undisputed. Women make things better. They are the added value that a man needs. A woman brings so much value to your relationship.
Men are the prize.
What value do women actually bring to a relationship that thousands of other women can't? It takes a lot less effort and work to be a female than it does a male.
Men have to bring way more to the table than women do to get a relationship, so therefore we are the prize.
That's not true.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No, that's not true.
Men are the prize, not women, and you guys need to hold yourselves to that standard. That's how women respect you. Do you find most men attractive or unattractive?
Unattractive.
So would it be fair?
Did she just say that?
Respect you. Do you find most men attractive or unattractive?
Unattractive.
So would it be fair to say that you're picky?
Yes, very.
Oh.
Well, there you go. That's why she's single.
Okay, so if you find that guy, would it be fair to say that he's probably in the top 1 or 2% of men? Mm-hmm. By definition, he's the prize. Thank you.
No, I'm the prize.
Thank you.
I'm the prize.
Like, if
because
you're
I
picky,
picked you.
and you pick the top 2%.
There it is. I knew it. I knew it. If I picked you, I told you she liked him. I told you.
And you pick the top 2% of guys.
Yeah.
That means
because I'm the top 2% of women, so we're both the prize. Well done. We got a great match.
No.
Yes.
Not true.
Yes.
Not true at all.
So you don't think any woman is a valuable prize? You don't think anyone, you wouldn't ever meet a woman like, you know what? She is a prize.
No, there's great girls out there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the man is the prize, and that's how it's got to work.
The man can't be the prize. It just, the dynamic doesn't work anymore.
In every relationship, there needs to be the adored and the adoree, and exactly, and the adorer. The adorer gets more emotional stimulation, right, than the adored. Guess who needs to have emotional stimulation to be happy in a relationship? The woman.
Men.
No, we don't need emotional stimulation.
What is she talking about? This is the psychobabble that just these women spew out that makes absolutely no sense. Every person has to realize by now, especially if you're sitting there, that women are the emotional ones. Men are not.
The emotional stimuli to be with a girl.
You just don't even realize it.
No, we don't.
You have gone through so much.
We are
with women.
totally content with our girl being quiet, serving us sandwiches.
You are. He loves the sandwiches, guy.
Sandwiches are great.
We both need a...
She should be praised. She should be singing his praises, okay? Because if that's all you have to do is make sandwiches and go to the gym and keep quiet, I'd say that's a pretty good life, no? Come on.
Need emotional stimulation. Yes, we do, but men feel like they don't, and they don't feel it, they don't show it, and it's
we
damaging
don't need
for men.
it to the same degree that you guys need
No, because we are slightly more emotional, but we both
way
need
more
it.
emotional.
We both need
okay,
it.
but women need it to a higher degree. So since women need it to a higher degree, they need to be in the adorer position, okay? And on top of that, since women are hypergamous, which I mentioned before, they need to feel like they're with the best guy. What represents that a woman is with the best guy better than her chasing that guy's validation? It doesn't work the other way around, because when you pedestalize women, or she thinks she's better than you.
Why can't you pedestal each other?
That doesn't make sense.
Why?
That's like saying
I can adore you, you can adore me. I can lift you up, you can lift me up, and it's a
the term pedestalization in itself
it's putting someone on a pedestal.
It infers there's a better part.
That, but
you can't both pedestalize each other.
It sounds good, but it's not reality. It sounds good, but it's not reality. You get that, right? You can't. Look, you have to understand the dynamics here. And here's the thing. Why is she so wanting to make men emotional? Why are women today always trying to make men effeminate? Okay, women are more emotional because we are meant to have children. We're meant to care for things. Men have to make decisions that are for survival mode decisions. Women are supposed to nurture. You're supposed to be emotional. You have to be emotional to take care of a child, to take care of a baby, to carry a baby, to take care of your husband, to take care of your elderly parents. That's how that works. And now in New York City, we see men pushing strollers and the woman like doing business on the phone. I mean, it's just so weird.
And you can have one day on it. I'll hop off.
And you know what?
I'm
I'm a smart retard.
But why would you be the protector of a woman if she's meant to be looking after you and doing all of these things and admiring and worshiping you? Shouldn't we be the ones protecting you then? If
that's
you're
how
so
loyal we
high
are.
Up here.
Yeah, that's how loyal we are.
No, that's not.
That's how loyal men
Women are supposed to be
we'll
held
protect
up
somebody
here,
that's inferior to us.
Because they're valuable.
Thank
because
you.
They're the prize.
My point.
No.
We will sit there and protect someone that's inferior to us. That is the definition of loyalty. That's what I said at the top of the show. I said men are more loyal than women, and we'll sit there and protect someone that's inferior to us, weaker than us, dumber than us. It sucks at everything, by the way, which I mentioned, to include driving, right? We'll sit there and protect y'all because we're that fucking loyal.
But you still going f*** up.
Wow, that's intense what he said. Think about that. That's intense. Men are protecting women. Think about what he's saying. That's crazy. And it's true. It's true. But we've gotten to a point where women just don't appreciate men and they don't understand their value. Do you understand the power of being a woman? There is nothing else like it. Think about it. No man can do what we do. Why do you want to be a man? Why are you trying to make men effeminate? I don't understand this. It's disgusting. This narrative is everywhere. Hollywood. I mean, it's just everywhere you go. Everyone's children now in Hollywood. The boys are girls, the girls are boys. I mean, how did we get to this place? Does it even make sense? No, it doesn't.
You're going for other people, so there's no loyalties whatsoever.
If I pedestalize you, that infers you have more value than me. If I infer that you have more value than me, that means that you're with a lower status man. If you're perceive
so
me,
scared.
Hold on. If you perceive me as lower status, you lose respect for me. If you lose respect for me, you don't fuck me anymore. That's where most guys are. They're sitting there pedestalizing girl. Please, please, I hope you like me. No, the girl needs to like the guy more. Going back to my thing. This is why women need to ask the guy to be in a relationship. Because when a woman asks for the relationship, the guy can put his standards. He can make her actually appreciate the position that she gets in, aka the law firm. Because if you work your ass off to get into a law firm that has high standards, guess what? You're not fucking leaving because it was really hard for you to get it. Women only respect what they have to work to get. And since women don't work for anything in life, remember hence what I said before, living life on easy mode, they need to work hard to get the man that they want.
Women don't need to work for
They do.
men.
What is she talking about? Plus, let me tell you something, ladies. Did you hear everything he just said? Well, you created that too, okay? With your little Me Too and I've been 30 years ago and this and that and the other thing. I mean, what do you expect? Men need some kind of confirmation that you want to be with them because, I mean, look at what they're dealing with. You can't even ask a woman out anymore. If you look at her wrong, you know, there's a charge coming your way. Think about it. Think about the position men are in. This is why they're down in the basement playing video games. You get it?
You even said it yourself. Women have life on easy mode. Why do we need to work when a million men will have us without any
work? The only thing women should work for is for their man.
When it's their man, then they work
the man
together.
that they want.
No, because why am I going to work for you, right, when I can have a million men?
That makes you a whore.
No, I'm not going to have a...
If you could have a million men, then what are you doing here? Do I need to say it again?
million men. I'm saying my options are a million men that are gonna.
But you said yourself you only want the top 2%, right?
Yeah, okay. And in that top 2%, they're all gonna admire me. They're all gonna bring me up. They're all gonna elevate me. They're all gonna admire me and make me feel great as a woman and make me feel feminine. But you want me to work for you? I'm not gonna pick you.
She's around a bunch of simps. She's around a bunch of simps, first of all, okay? No 2% male is chasing her. Not with that attitude. You could be a supermodel and you're not getting anywhere with that attitude, okay? The presentation is everything.
I'm not going to ask you to be my partner because now you're making me masculine. I don't want to be my masculine. I'm going to find someone who's going to keep me my feminine in all senses.
Do you want the job or not?
No, absolutely not.
So then you end up being unemployed.
Boy, these women are all, did you hear that? You're making me masculine. I don't want to be masculine. But before you wanted equality. So you want to be equal to men, but you don't want to be masculine. I mean, what do you want? This is the thing. You've confused. All these men and boys coming up are confused. Except thank God for the Gen Z boys, okay? Because they're not taking this, okay? They're on a different path.
Absolutely not.
So then you end up being unemployed.
By you?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go get a better job.
Oh,
with
where?
someone else.
With a simp?
Who's going to ask me?
Who's not going to protect and provide for you? That's going to say, let's split the bill. That's going to be 5'1". Oh.
There's men out there that will provide and protect and still keep you in your feminine and not make you graft like you're on a job interview. That's ridiculous.
Women only appreciate what they work for. And unfortunately, that's the world that we're in now where we have so many entitled women.
I think that's very
They need
false.
to work. They need to. Well, you don't know because you're not a man. You never dealt with women from a male perspective as a male.
Yeah,
So
I don't think
understand
you've dealt with
how
women properly from a male perspective. I don't know what kind of women. Yeah, but what women are you dealing with? What women?
Thousands at this point.
Okay, but I don't think they have the right mindsets to be dating because no woman is going to want to feel like she's on a job interview.
Then take that up with them. But the point I'm trying to make is that the girl needs to feel like she has the best man that she can get, and the only way that she can feel that way is she needs to feel like she has the prize. For her to feel like she has the prize, you have to be better than her. For her to be
you know what it is. You like women that you can manipulate into thinking that they're smaller or less worthy than you.
You're manipulating this conversation right now for the argument.
I'm not manipulating the conversation. I'm just saying, from a viewpoint, it seems like you like women that you can manipulate into thinking that you're the best thing that they've ever had in order for them to feel like that it's okay that he cheats on me because I've got a prize. Absolutely not.
That's a fact, though.
No, it's not a fact.
It is a fact.
It's not a fact.
How many professors did she sleep with in college? I'm dying to know. How many professors did you sleep with in college? Because I can't even listen to her. She gives me a headache. My God, I mean, everything is an argument. Not one thing has she even said, okay, I'll agree with that. It's unbelievable.
Fact.
It is a fact.
It's not a fact.
It's a statistical fact. Like, I don't want to be an asshole or anything, but if a girl's with me, they're like, yeah, it's a statistical fact that she's like with one
You
of the
can
best.
view it like that. That's absolutely fine. But you will only find a woman that will accept you or ask you to be her partner and go into that role because she has low self-esteem or she has low self-worth. She needs your validation. She needs some sort of validation.
She understands that I got a top-tier guy I need to deal with.
Is this woman trying to get a talk show or something? Somebody fill me in on this. I don't get, like, is she trying to be Oprah, like, or like Tyra Banks? Remember the Tyra Banks show or something? I don't get it. Like, God, this woman is just like, everything is a debate, an argument, every single thing. How do you look this good? I mean, the woman is stunning. Let's be real here. She's beautiful, okay? How are you single? I say this all the time. Beautiful hair, stunning face, beautiful skin. Why are you single? What are you doing on this show?
Top-tier woman, she's not going to deal with that.
A woman is only top tier if she's with a top tier guy. A woman's value is directly tied to her ability to garner, to get a man to take her seriously. We don't give a shit about your money. We don't care about your guys' status. We don't care about anything that you guys bring to the table besides your looks. And the reality is, when a woman walks into a room, they don't ask her, oh, what do you do for a living, blah, blah, blah. You guys hug each other and say, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have kids? Etc. Women's values derive from their ability to garner a family with the best man that they can get. No one cares about your career. When two men meet, we shake hands. What do you do for a living? You guys meet, hug. Do you have kids? And if you don't have kids, you're a failure.
It's very true. That's what Instagram is about, okay? If you're women are on Instagram, show my ring, my this, my house, my car, my man, my husband. Think about it. Are they on there going, oh, this is my degree. This is Instagram. Hello, look at my degree. I've got this degree. I've got 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees. No, you're showing your cars, your bags, your closet, your house, your husband, your kids, your this, your that. I mean, think about it. It's all validation.
If you don't have kids, you're a failure. If you don't have a man, you're a failure. I genuinely think if a woman's in her 30s and she doesn't have a man, she's fucked. She failed in life. She's failed.
Wow.
She's failed.
Oh, she is. That's it. That's the end. That's it. She's done. He cooked her. The grilling is over. She is cooked. Stick a fork in her. She's done. This poor girl. He just destroyed her life right here. She'll never be the same.
Oh.
She's failed because you only have one job: be attractive and find a guy. And men are simple. So if you can't get a guy to take you seriously, your standards are too goddamn high, probably, most of the time.
And what's wrong with having high standards?
Well, there's nothing wrong with having high standards. The problem is that what are your standards relative to your sexual market value? And that's where women have issues. They'll be a 5 thinking they deserve a 9. It ain't happening. You might fuck that 9, but you ain't gonna get them to take you seriously. There's a reason why a woman takes a man's last name and not the other way around. A woman's value is directly tied to, can you land a man of higher value? Can you land him? And I'd argue most women can't. They can't keep a guy. That's why most women are single.
Wow, guys. Thank you for asking me to do this reaction video because I thoroughly enjoyed this. You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of the movie Bridesmaids. You know, the main character who she's like having an affair with that wealthy wacko, but he just keeps sleeping with her and he's like, oh, in the morning, oh, and she's like getting up in the morning, like putting lipstick on, you know, like she wakes up like that. And then he's like, you're still here? Ooh, can you make me coffee and then kind of get out? Because I got to go to work. I got stuff to do. That's what she reminds me of. It's like what Myron said. You know, you may be able to sleep with a high value man, but he's not going to keep you. Okay? I feel so bad for these women. Feminists, this is what you've done. All right. Ladies, be well. Gentlemen, I'll see you next time. And send me some more requests. I had fun. Take care.